Shalawam, Shalawam, Israel. First and foremost, call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders at GMS for teaching me this truth. Shalawam to all you Akim out there pushing and laboring in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All praises. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. All right. I'm about to get in this video, right? It's raining, so excuse me for that. I'm gonna really talk about our so-called black woman, right? The Israelite woman, right? The first scripture I'm gonna start off with is Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Right? So this was talking about how Israel was going off, right? And not observing the laws and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? But this also ties in with the man and the woman, right? Can two walk together except they be agreed? If you got your own opinion and you trying to push your opinion, right? And my opinion, which is thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? Can we really be in agreement, right? Can we, like, today, right now, the Lord, the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not in this world. So you got these prideful women, these prideful men. Everybody is walking in the lustful imaginations of their own heart, right? But when order is prescribed and when order is integrated into this world, there has to be a system, right? And that system is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh comes first, then our Lord and Savior second, and then the man, and then the woman, and then the children. Ain't no other way around it at all. So I'm gonna start off with, let's see. I'm gonna start off with this, right? Ecclesiasticus 36:24, right? Yeah. He that getteth a wife begetteth Salakia. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, or a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest, right? So when you get a wife, that's your possession. That's why men say, no, that's my girl, that's my woman, right? That's my possession. But these women today don't want to be anyone's possession. They want to be free. They want to be independent, right? Feminism. They don't want to be submissive and subjective under a man because they feel like that's demeaning. Because they feel like that is a show of weakness, right? You are the weaker vessel, right? And that's in 2 Peter's, I think, right? And that's nothing to be ashamed of. But the devil, so-called white man, Esau Edom, he uses that mental game, right, to plague you in the mind to think that you don't need to be up under a man, to make you think that you don't need a Israelite man. You can do it on your own. All you need is my system, and I got you, right? So we have to understand that, if you're not ready, it's gonna be bad, right? So this is Isaiah 13:11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, right? All of these proud ass Edomites, all these proud ass, wicked ass Jakes, 2/3, right? And these proud ass women, he said, I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wage of Ophir. So in these last days, women ain't gonna be looking for some bundles or that new nail polish or that popping lip gloss, right? They're gonna be looking for a man. They're gonna be looking for a man of the Lord specifically. He said, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, right? Let's see why. Isaiah chapter 32:2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as the rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So a man is going to be, everything you need in this time of trouble, right? In this terrible day of the Lord that's coming very soon, right? And if you don't want to be, if you want to sit on top of the rock, right? If you want to be out in the open from the hiding place, right? You're going to be ass out. You're not going to be protected, right? So, yeah, I got a video, right? But I'll get that later, right? We're just going to watch it. Actually, let me get it now. This was a video
said about the angry black woman. And who are the black women you see on the local news at night in cities all over the country? They're usually angry about
black
something.
Women so angry. And this is true, right? If you take a second to just sit back and watch how majority of the so-called black women in America act, they're rude, they are loud and malicious and stuff, bro. Everything they are, right? But then when you rebuke them and you tell them, yo, you acting out, it's a problem, because they feel like they have freedom of speech. They feel like I can do whatever I want to do, right? They got this mind, this bug plagued in their mind, thinking that they can act any kind of way and get away with it. You feel me? It's not all the sisters, but it's majority, right?
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman.
So, right off the bat, she says the most unprotected woman is the so-called black woman. You know why? Because you running around in these streets claiming you independent, claiming you don't need no man, right? Claiming you want to wear the pants, right? You want to follow your dreams and your aspirations. You don't want to have children. That's why you're unprotected. You don't want to be up under the so-called black man, the Israelite man, because we are in our lowest state right now, right? So you feel like you can live it up and live your best life, right? And leave the so-called black man in the dust, right? And then when you try to date outside your race, we know that these heathen nations don't like us, right? You setting yourself up for failure.
The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
And that's a false statement, right? The most neglected person in America is the so-called black man, the so-called Hispanic man, the so-called Native American man, right? Because we get tortured, we get the short end of the stick in every situation. We don't get the jobs and positions that these women get and these other nations get, right? We are the most misconstrued person and people right now in this country, right? Y'all have y'all benefits.
I think about all that Black women do for society and how the thank you that we get is just constant disrespect, how we're not protected, how we're sexualized and fetishized in the media.
And I gotta pause it again. It's like you don't want to be modest, right? You don't want to have your head covered. You know what I'm saying? You want to put other people's hair in your head, right? And you want to twerk on Instagram, right? Now, like I said, this is not towards all the women, but majority, right? You want to prop your ass up on the sink, right? And take Instagram photos, right? Like the other nations, like these other heathen women. And then you complain about being sexualized. You complain about not being treated fairly.
It's kind of like we're abandoned.
Society does not have a Black woman's back. Like, she didn't even do anything. She just was being Black.
When you're born and you're born a woman, you already have one thing stacked against you. You're born and you're a Black woman, you have both of those things stacked against you. You just have to work hard as fuck. And there's no system in place to help you thrive.
Pause. It's really again. All right, so she said there's no system. You got child support. You got Section 8. You got food stamps, right? All of these so-called Black women that have all of these benefits from this system, right? Hey, I'm not going to say if you're not using it, you're a fool. But at the end of the day, you have more set up for you than we have set up for us. It's so much that they do to benefit the woman, to keep her from the man, right? And it's clear as day.
It's sad to think about how young it is that we all internalize those things. I may not have had the words for it, but I knew that I wasn't going to be accepted being a 4C, dark-skinned, thick Black girl. Like, I just knew that.
People in elementary school who would call me a monkey or something like that, and it's sad that we like to think that we've come so far, but we haven't.
It's mind-boggling, the fact that Black people in general, and then also Black women, are still being compared to animals.
I feel like I'm a very strong person, but I'm always afraid to show that I'm too strong, because I'm always afraid that it will play into that stereotype, and all of a sudden I will be looked at as masculine because of these stereotypes that are put upon Black women.
You know why? Salakia.
Black women should be quiet into themselves and sort of have their heads down and just kind of try and blend in. You are not allowed to be a bigger woman, tall, and also stand up tall and be confident. It's just not allowed. The thing that makes me most angry is the fact that I feel like no one really has my back except other Black women. It's really tough to feel alone.
All right, I'm done with this. So, like I say, every complaint that the so-called Black woman, right, the Israelite woman has is they don't have protection, and they feel mistreated, and et cetera, right? So the reason for that is because you don't want to submit to a man. You don't want to feel like you are inferior to anything. You want to be exalted. You want to be praised, right? You want a man to do any and everything for you, right? When you didn't do shit to deserve that, right? So this is Ecclesiastes 26:14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. So a lot of these women don't want to listen. They don't want to follow shit but what they think is right. Right? And take heed, right? It says a silent and loving woman, not a opinionated woman, not a strong and tall woman, a silent and loving woman, right? A lot of these women don't want to be fucking quiet, man. They just want to keep yapping their mouth, right? and annoy the hell out of a man for no damn reason, because they feel like something's missing. When in actuality, all you need to do is sit your ass back and be good. That's it, right? Verse 15, a shamefast and faithful woman is a double grace, and her content mind cannot be valued, right? So a lot of these women, right, they watching all of these different TV shows and Hollywood wives or whatever the hell they watch nowadays, right? And this false reality of how a woman should act, and you got all of these loudmouth ass nigga woman, right, portraying to be this not idol, but just successful person, right? And then you see this, and then you start to reenact those traits unwillingly and unconsciously, because that's all you feeding yourself with, right, in the spirit. And then you wonder why men don't want to fucking deal with you, right? So I'm going to read that one more time. Ecclesiasticus 26:14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. Shut the hell up, man. Shut up. That's it. Just be there and show love, right? Actions speak louder than words, right? And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed, right? So and this is why, right? Matthew's chapter 24 and 30, because this is coming. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his trumpet, or he shall send his angels, Salakia, with a great sound of a trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to another. So if you not, first of all, you got to be elect. You know how Yahweh Ratazah, we part of that number. You have to be elect, right, to receive the salvation. But the women are going to be saved through childbirth, right? And if you're not willing to take heed and humble yourself, right? Right? A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. If you're not ready to subject and be submissive to your man, you're not going to make it, right? And this is your judgment. Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street. So, hey, you women out there, if you don't want to be trodden down, right? Stop trying to be a strong, independent black woman. That's not who you are. You are an Israelite. You are a daughter of Zion, a princess, right? Not no damn queen, right? Because if you look up the etymology of the word queen, it goes back to the Latin word queen, which means prostitute. And the Lord said, there shall be no whore among the daughters of Zion, or no sodomite, right? So ain't no queens in the kingdom. You princess, right? You princess. That's it. Wear your dress, cover your head, and praise Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. And be submissive under the man. And the thing is, you know who you need to be submissive under, because it's in the scriptures, right? A man of the Lord. If whoever you talking to ain't following the commandments of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, he's not a man of the Lord. You should not be with him. And if you are with somebody, right, and he not following the commandments, you need to put him hip. Hey, yo, listen. I need you to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And I need you to teach me what's in this book. And if he not hearkening, hey, I would go find you a man of the Lord. Because he's not going to help you. He's not going to save you in the day of the Lord, man. You feel me? You need to work on your own salvation. Everybody needs to work on their own salvation with fear and trembling. Philippians 2:12, right? So, like I said, I don't want to make this too long. Let me see. Do I have... Right. That was it. So, yeah. At the end of the day, you know, fear the Lord, right? And that goes to the men, right? And the women, right? And women, be subjective under your man, right? There's nothing wrong with following your man. That's why it's it's one man, right? You're a one man. You're not a man, whoa. Whatever the hell that is, right? Anyway, all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalawam.